I just recorded this entire thing and I just realized I was holding the mic to my mouth so hard that it sounded like I was eating it. So let's try this again, but a little bit farther away. There's a whole new wave of people discovering this monk mode type of lifestyle. My name, for those who didn't see it when they clicked on the video, is Alex Bowles. I've been on self-improvement now for roughly over 6 months, and I come onto this app today to share my personal growth story with you guys. I wanted to make this video for those who have seen the trend of people improving their lives and just wondering to know how they can do it themselves. Because let's be honest, who wouldn't want a mansion, hot chick, and a six-pack, right? If you, like me, for a while were trying to do the right things, for me it was weight loss, I would be doing sit-ups, cardio, all the wrong things to try to lose weight, and I didn't lose weight, and I gave up for a long time. I've been overweight my entire life up until about the age of 17. I'm 18 now. And without the proper motivation, you are not going to be able to move along in your self-improvement journey, no matter how hard you work. Now, if you struggled like me for a long time with whatever goal you want to hit, whether it be getting more women, increasing your finances, losing weight, gaining muscle inside of the gym, having a better social circle, all those things boil down to your why. Your why is, why should I focus on this thing to get that outcome? Here, now listen closely, because I'm going to tell you this once and one time only. I don't have the answer. Now hold on before you leave with your short attention span, like we all have because of social media. I don't have the answer, and there's a very good reason for this. For the 5 to 10 people who are going to eventually end up watching this video, all of you are subject to a different why as to why you want to hop on to self-improvement or improve yourself in certain aspects. One key factor for me was a breakup that I experienced probably about 9 months ago. Now, you as an individual may not have experienced something like that in your life. The key, however, is to compare a traumatic experience in your life to the level of pain that I felt through the experience that I had with my breakup. And now if you're sitting here asking yourself, fuck, you're not asking yourself that, but let me think for a minute. And now if you're sitting here asking yourself, I don't know how to dig into my past traumas, that is why I'm creating this video. Now there are 2 ways of doing this. One, you can spend roughly $100 a week going to a therapist and allowing them to dig into your head for you. Or 2, you get yourself a pencil and paper, which costs you $2 if you don't already have it at home, and you sit down with no distractions and you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, what pisses me off about myself that I can change? Now, if you're 5'9" with brown eyes, brown hair, and you're wearing a white hat, I can't change that. Now, if you're overweight, skinny, broke, bad with women, or you want a better social life, now these are things that we can work with. Now, what I want you to do, if you don't have the pencil and paper nearby, is open up the Notes app and just let loose about what pisses you off. And I want you to go very into detail about what pisses you off about yourself. It could be your body fat percentage. It could be how you are with women or with other men around you. It could be your financial status. Anything that it is, I want you to go in detail about how it pisses you off and why. Now that you've written down in detail what pisses you off, I want you to work on simplifying those things. If you wrote about a girl that curved you on January 28th of 2017, I want you to simplify that now down to just women. Or if you're like me and you couldn't stop eating donuts, just write down fat. We're done simplifying them. I want you to rank them in order of priority. For me, obviously, it was fat loss because I believe that trickles down to every other problem I had in my life. Once you have them in order, come back to the video. Now that you have an idea of what upsets you the most to the least, I want you to look at number 1 at the top and ask yourself, is this thing worth the time sacrificed now for the outcome it can benefit me with? Because I could tell you what, the least important thing on that list, if you are not willing to put in the time and effort into changing it, nothing will change. Now, as obvious as that sounds, we've all been through it. There's something that you want to change so bad and it's so simple, yet if you don't have a developed enough why as to why you want to change it, you won't change it. A lot of people in this modern day are okay with being fat, are okay with being lazy just because it's pushed onto us by media. You're somehow reminded every day that being mediocre is okay. And now for a lot of people like myself, we don't want to live a life of mediocrity. So in this moment, you need to do yourself a due diligence by asking yourself, is this worth the change? And it's so important to have this why as to why you want to change, because no matter how bad you want it mentally, I can't go over to your house and throw you on a treadmill if you want to lose weight. I can't hand you $100 and say, turn this into $1,000 if you don't want to make money. So you developing a reason as to why you want to do it for yourself is the number 1 most important thing. Now, for only being on self-improvement for 6 months, being an overweight kid my entire life and wanting to focus on the gym and getting girls and having better finances, so far, I've been able to reap every single reward, and I just want to tell you guys personally that it is worth the change. Now that you've heard what mindset you need to develop as to why you want to change, the rest is up to you. I will be posting more videos like this in depth on self-improvement at some point on this channel, if that's something that interests you. Now, if that does interest you, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button and share this with a friend who you think needs it most. I don't have an outro for this.